Good morning, guys. This is Eileen from Love Angels Light, and I was going to come on here and go live a couple of hours ago, but here we are. It is what it is at this point, isn't it? So I just wanted to come on here because I am sort of mixing up the way I do things, because what I'm finding is that I need to preserve my energy a little bit more at the moment. And it's partially because of how much I actually do, and my work schedule. But also I do a lot of readings and I'm in everyone's energy all the time. So what I wanted to do was one time a week do an education-based session with you guys and talk about something spiritual, or hypnotherapy or coaching or whatever. And then the other times do the readings, if that makes sense. And hopefully that way my energy's better, which means I can give you guys more and it be more valuable for you. And then we move on from here. So on a Wednesday morning, today is Wednesday, right? Yeah. On a Wednesday morning, we're looking at doing something educational or informative, if that makes sense. If you want to have a reading, Wednesdays, it'll be $10 into my PayPal. All right. I'm not going to do free readings. Feel free to comment. Feel free to share. Feel free to get this out. That would be really great, because that way I can be out and with everyone. Oh, okay, Jody, no worries. Cool. I love how descriptive that is. Now you piqued my curiosity. All right, so the topic I've put up there for today, I'm not psychic versus everyone is psychic, because people come to me and say, I'm not psychic, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing, right? You may or may not be psychic. Hey, Angela. And that's the thing. Oh, you're gorgeous. Thank you. I may or may not have just sent you a hello. All right. Here's the thing, right? Some belief systems are that we are all born with a gift. I agree with that. And that may or may not be popular, and that's okay. All right. Here's the thing, right? We are all born with certain. Wow, that's the table leg. Sorry, guys. I believe that we're all born with a gift. We're all born with, something, and then as we grow, society comes in and tells us magic's not real. Like my 5-year-old at the moment, magic's not real. I went, okay, that's cool. You're not magic, mummy. I said, okay, mate, that's fine. You're allowed to believe whatever you want to believe. But, right, when I say to him, oh, so you don't see Uncle Anthony then? Yes, I do, Mum. All right, here's the thing. It started for him. He's being told at school and by different people that he is, not special or whatever. But he's got me as a mum. So, sucked in, buddy. I mean, all right. So, what we have here is, we get past the first couple of years. Like I see in my kids, their giftings. I've actually got their human design charts, right? That's mine. I've only got my younger ones here. All right. Remember the other day when we had Natalie on from Nourished Essence? Wow, that just screwed with my lighting. It's got to come back soon. Here's the thing. This center right here, whoop, that center right there. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful. That is that's the intuition, the psychic giftings. Both of my boys have that one that I just pointed out defined. So do I. All right. That is one of the centers that functions very well, that is quite strong within them. It is defined. With my chart, do I have one that I haven't written all over? Probably not. Anyway. All right. See this up here? 1, 2, 3, and down here. All right. So my emotional centers completely open. I take on the energies of everyone else. It makes it really hard. I take on, it doesn't make it hard. It just is. Here's the difference. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of how I function. I'm aware of the whole being very emotional. Now, the other thing with my boys and with myself, this one right down here, this is the root center. All right. My boys, both of them have that defined as well. Thrive under pressure, where like as in give me a deadline, I will work to that deadline. If I don't have a deadline, I'm like, yeah, I got heaps of time. Totally empathic, Jody, totally. And I know that I take on other people's energies, which is why I say to people, I'm very protective of my space. If I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling tired and emotional and all of those things, I need to take some time out for me. I need to get into nature. I need to put my feet in the earth. I need, feet in water. I need to do something in nature, right? So this, all the human design stuff that I've looked up for, look at this. This is just the charts, right? Then I have a book that I've printed out as well. It actually fits really neatly in line with some of this stuff. So is everyone born with energetic and psychic giftings? Absolutely 100%. All right. But then, okay, here's a thing, imaginary friends. I always thought, oh, yeah, imaginary friend, blah, blah. Then I started doing this work. And now I go, oh, imaginary friends. Imaginary friends in my sort of experience, they're not imaginary, guys. They're not imaginary friends. Your kid sees spirit. One of my clients once said to me, but then how come my imaginary friend used to get me to do all this naughty stuff? And I went, that's just awesome. That is. But look, you can believe what you want to believe. You can feel what you want to feel. Right? But because we are born, I need to turn my sound down on my phone before I turn it on to the video. When you start feeling spirit around you and start feeling the energies of people around you, in the line of work that we do, if you know about empaths, if you know about, told you the sound was on, if you know about all of this stuff, then you know that we are very affected by the energies around us. If you surround yourself with people who are cranky, with people who are negative, you kind of end up feeling negative, feeling in their space. And my husband's line is so triggering and awesome. He'll come up to me and go, I don't know if we're just feeding off each other's energies or, no, darling, I'm tired and I'm cranky. And, I've got a lot of work to do. And so I'm a bit stressed. And that's why I'm reacting the way I am. And you're dealing with your own stuff. And that's why you're reacting to the way you are. And sometimes things annoy me. All right. So have you ever, oh, that's the wrong one. It's not the one I want to share. Let's try again. This one. All right, I'm just going to go in and share this because that will make it easier. If you guys can share, that would be amazing. I would very much appreciate it. I have 7 people watching. All right, so tell me something. Don't tell me something. I want to tell you something. There we go. If you've got questions, please ask them. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and ramble for the next 10, 15 minutes. Here's the thing, right? The reason I set up my Seeking Spirit course, which is all about spiritual awakening and delving into really unwrapping those psychic gifts, the energetic stuff, the reason I created that is because I believe that everyone is born with a gift. It is your choice what you do with it. Like, you don't have to get online and do what I do. You can do you and be happy with that. But if this is something that you feel that you could be passionate about and enjoy doing, then probably it might be something that you should do. The reason I set up the Seeking Spirit course to kind of delve into all of this through hypnotherapy is because hypnotherapy bypasses your conscious brain and goes straight to the subconscious, and we kind of do all the work in the background. And so through hypnotherapy, you then have the opportunity to have your spiritual awakening, to open up those gifts that have probably laid dormant for the last however old you are, and when you kind of stop doing it. But if you have had dreams that come true, if you have seen dead people or felt their presence, you have a gift, my friend. And it doesn't have to just be family. It can be anything. I kind of have this situation sometimes. Hello, Jackie. Here's another very gifted person. I'm just sharing this while we talk. I like that you've said that twice at exactly the same time. On my screen, I've got you saying hello and hello, hi, Eileen, at 10:57 a.m. Well done, you. So we kind of get to this point where you have a choice over whether or not you open up the gifts that are innately within you, or you carry on doing what you're doing. So I want people to know that they are gifted, or who know that they are gifted, to be able to move forward in the life that the universe has for them. That is my aim in all the things that I do. Sometimes I'm not very popular, and that's okay. I kind of get that. That's fine. But it turns out my life is all about helping people on their journeys, helping people. What I'm finding is what I do here is help people at the start of their journey, right? So what I'm finding is people who are just starting out in their business, people who are just starting out on, hey, Liesl, people who are just starting out on their spiritual journey, people who have been blocked. Oh, thank you so much, you gorgeous lady. People who have been blocked from sometimes it's in earlier years, like 5 to 7 years old, and sometimes it's in the teen years when you start kind of noticing that you're a little bit different to other people, that you're a little bit that other people don't see, feel, or do what you do. And so it's those people where they have dreams that come true, that they had experiences when they were a child, and they kind of have blocked it all over the years. And the way I started, okay, so here's the thing. I had dreams that came true all my life. Hello, beautiful Sue. I hope you're doing well. Are you feeling any better? Are things moving forward for you? That's my question. For people who, like, I had dreams come true my whole life, and sometimes they were dreams that I didn't enjoy. Sometimes they're downright awful, to be honest. And the first one that I actually remember coming true, I was 5 years old. Now, in my early 20s, I had a dream that came true that really rocked my soul. And I just went, you know what? I can't deal with this right now, and I don't want it anymore. So I literally put up the fortress and blocked everything. And over the course of quite a few years, I remained blocked, and I remained not seeing the things that I wanted to see. So if you're at a point now where you would like to be opening up to those things, you have the chance, you have the opportunity, because this is what I do. This is one of the ways I help people. So when I look at just be patient. You've gone through so much this year. Let's just put 2020 in the bin for you. Like, especially for you. For lots of people, yes, but for you, let's just put it in the bin. 2021 is going to be better. So if you think about it, if we are all born with a psychic gift, and we are able to embrace embrace the divinity within, because we are all divine beings, right? If you can embrace the divinity within, if you can invite the universe to work with you and through you, then your life will open up Is it going to be easy street? No, we're still real here. You're still going to have problems. There's still going to be stuff that will happen that you'll go, oh my God, why did this happen to me? Here's the thing. You have a choice. Anytime, sorry, frog in my throat. Anytime something happens in your life, you can either play the blame and the victim game, or you can make a choice. You can sit there and go, poor me, poor me, poor me, this horrible thing happened. Do you know what? Horrible things happen to people every day. Sometimes we can't control the stumbling block that is put in front of us. What we can control is how we react and how we respond to that. So when you kind of sit there and go, oh my God, this horrible thing just happened. Okay, let's feel bad for a minute. Let's acknowledge that. Number one, acknowledge it happened. Number two, feel the feelings associated with that thing that's happened. But then choose. Sit back for a second and go, okay, this horrible thing has happened. What can I do to make that better? What can I do? Because if you can sort of focus on the things that you can control and the things that you can do to make that situation better, this is totally not on topic, but we're going to go with it anyway. You have to make a choice. Because it would be easy to sit there and go, oh, I'm really cranky that happened. Bad things always happen to me. Do you know what happens when you tell the universe that bad things always happen to you? More bad things happen. You manifest it. We are all master manifestors. I found 10 cents on the ground the other day. Again, totally not on the topic, but whatever. I found 10 cents on the ground the other day. One day someone said to me, it's just 10 cents. Why would you pick that up? Do you know what? I picked it up and I said, thank you, universe, for this 10 cents. Thank you to show me. Thank you for showing me the abundance of the universe. And then this week I've received a deposit on one of my programs. Hello, beautiful Ness. Do everything from a place of gratefulness, all right? Because if the universe puts 10 cents in front of you and you kind of go, it's just 10 cents, the universe is going to go, oh, you don't want 10 cents? Cool, I'm not giving you $10 then. Look, you might work and get that $10 anyway. Hey, Rosemary. But it's the concept. Do you get the concept? This is the thing. You don't get taught this in school, hey? I pick up a coin off the road and go, thank you, universe, for providing me with more money in my life. Thank you. My son goes, oh, thank you, universe, for providing me with more money. Mummy, is this enough money for a toy? No, mate, 10 cents isn't quite enough for a toy. Let's just keep building that. If you can tune into your psychic giftings and into the energy of the universe, you will be unstoppable. Yes, that's how I got onto it. Yes, bad things will still happen. Maybe not as much. Because your perspective will shift from, oh my God, this bad thing happened to me, to, oh, he's gorgeous, Jackie. I think I'll keep him. That was the 5-year-old. The 3-year-old hasn't quite got to that stage yet. If you can embrace the energy and embrace what the universe has for you, the universe wants to work with you and through you. So if you're sitting there going through the routine that you have set, or dealing with the things that crop up as they crop up, and you don't have an actual set goal and you don't have an actual set action plan, the universe is going to throw you a curveball every now and then. I have a goal. I know what my goal is. I have my plan to get there. Some weeks we do really, really well and some weeks we don't. You take the good with the bad. And the weeks that we don't, I don't sit there and go, oh, but nobody bought anything from me this week. It's not my fault. Good morning, Vicky. I've got a funny story about that too. It's not my fault. Do you know what? I had a business coaching session the other day, and the coach that I was talking to said to me, okay, tell me what's been happening for you the last couple of weeks. And I went, okay, this is what's been happening. This is what's happened in my business. And she's gone, so why is it that you haven't reached your goal for the week or for the month or for whatever? Right? Because of me. And she went, wow, you actually recognize that? You take full responsibility. I said, I take full responsibility for my business because it's my business. If it doesn't do well, it's on me. That's the same with your life. If your life doesn't do well, it's on you because you are the common denominator. How are you responding when things crop up and they're not very good, and you kind of go, how do you respond when the proverbial, Watsky hits the fan? How do you respond? Again, I'm off topic. See how this goes? I've had a couple of people suggest that I create a podcast. I'm pretty sure this is how the podcast is going to go. Me going on tangents all the time. Feel free to ask questions. Feel free to, not for readings, just if you would like to know my opinion, because essentially this is my opinion based on my experience and on the facts that I have learned throughout my journey to this point. Happy to answer questions. Responsibility is on you to do your own research and find an opinion that you're happy with. It's something that resonates with you. Here's the thing, right? That's my catchphrase. My catchphrase is, here's the thing. 2 and a bit years ago, I decided to start a business called Love Angels Light. And I decided to start this business because my son was getting ear infections all the time. And I had unlocked the fortress in my mind that was blocking me from receiving what the universe had for me. The minute I started unlocking what the universe has for me and started on this journey of discovery, of amazingness, that, things started to shift. A year ago, we had one of the worst summers ever. My business was based around doing markets and fairs, and I couldn't do markets and fairs because bushfires and bushfire smoke and being outdoors as an asthmatic was probably not ideal. That, and they got cancelled. Hey, Marianne. Now, I could have sat there through all of that time where my income and my business had gone south, right? I could have blamed the world. I could have blamed everyone else. Good morning, beautiful Jade. Right? I could have blamed anyone for the stuff that was happening that was stopping me from being able to build my business. I started researching other options and became a hypnotherapist. Hello, Detty. I could have blamed everyone. I could have blamed the universe. But at the end of the day, let's look at it like a speed hump, a stumbling block, if you will. How did I know I needed to shift? For me, I needed to shift because I needed to find a way to work from home, and I needed to get my head in the right space to be able to earn the money I needed to stay at home with him. Now, we've recently had this chat again about going back to work or staying home and building this business, because I've got a teaching, like I haven't relinquished my position teaching yet. So I had to discuss with the principal and with the deputy and with everyone to discuss whether or not I was going back to work next year or staying doing this. If I go back to work next year, I won't be here during the day. I won't have the time to build the business. I won't have the time to do the daytime stuff that I do. Right? We'll have money coming in, but I'll also have daycare fees, and I'll also have to put Alex into before and after school care. Right? So there's a whole bunch of things. I needed to shift. Oh, sorry, Marianne. I needed to shift because my head was in the wrong space. My life was not the way I wanted it to be. And I felt like I was the hamster on the hamster wheel. Everything was day to day was just the same. I was going to work, I was coming home, I was cooking dinner and cleaning house and doing all the stuff, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't passionate about what I was doing. Then I started this. Then I started hypnotherapy and coaching and seeing someone's behavior, persona lift from when they came into the session to when they left the session. There's an instant change. And sometimes it's just that they've just been able to have the most relaxing experience flying in a cloud car or standing on top of a mountain or whatever the induction was to start with, and then we've gone through the therapy side of the hypnotherapy, and it's helped them. I wasn't put here. Look, I love teaching. Here's the thing. my catchphrase. Here's the thing, right? I love teaching. I love being able to go and get in a classroom and teach these beautiful, amazing kids who have extra needs. Ah, sweet. Awesome. I'm a special ed teacher in my career path pre this. And going in and working with these kids who work so hard to make the smallest gains, that's amazing and challenging and rewarding. What I love about hypnotherapy and coaching is that you guys want the change and you guys want to be where you want to. We discuss where you want to be at the end of the session, at the end of the program, at the end of the whatever, right? I get to change lives every single day. And this is what I want to do. Shh, it's a secret that's now on Facebook and YouTube. This is what I want to do. Hey, Lenny. This is why I create the programs I create. This is what the video yesterday was about, me actually having been through and shifted my own stuff to be able to create my program. Exactly, Ness. I think that's why, look, that's why I like you so much. I'm not snotty, I'm fine. This is the thing though. You have to want the change with whatever. If you are unhappy with the way your life is right now, you don't have to sit there and moan about it. You don't have to sit there and accept it either. At the beginning of this year, I said to my husband, I am done. And he went, what are you talking about? Because I come in mid thought. For me, I've already had the pre-chat. And then what comes out of my mouth is, I'm done here. And he goes, what did I do? Like, no, not you, me. I'm done. I'm done with this cycle because when last year, for the last 2 years, not last year, the year before, last year. Look at that. The last 2 years. I've been teaching 3 days a week and then home with the boys 2 days a week. This year's different because Alex went to school. But on those 3 days a week, I basically earned enough to pay the food, the bills, and the daycare. That's it. That's it. And he went, what's wrong with that? I'm like, sweetie, we need more money coming in. We need to be able to survive. We need to be able to do the fun things. And he said, so what are you done with? I said, I'm done with this cycle of lack. I'm done with struggling to survive financially. I'm done with all of that. What do we need to do to shift that up? And it's all in your head. Like, honestly, it is all in your head. We all have a great capacity to change and to make our lives better. All of us do. It's about motivation. It's about mindset. It's about headspace. It's all in your head. So if you want to sort of move stuff, oh my God, Ranty McRanty. Lenny, I told you the other day, message me. I don't know what's going on with my messenger. I know you were talking the other day about wanting to sort through some changes. I think we had something else we needed to discuss anyway. You did message me. Look at that. I didn't get the thing.
I want cordial.
Oh, yeah, but that was the 5th. I can't do cordial right now. I'm talking.
Mama,
5th of November, Lenny. I didn't get your message. Sorry.
Mama, I want cordial.
Is your water bottle empty?
Yes.
Is it? Go show me. You smell like popcorn. Are you eating your popcorn?
Mom, I'm gonna drink.
Okay. He's going to go drink more now. Can't wait for that. That's all good, Len. That's all good. It'll happen when it happens, all right? He distracted me, and now I don't know which train I was on. And there's like 3 trains approaching. This is my head. You guys get on a Wednesday, you're going to get to see how my head works. Good luck with that. Okay, Lenny. All good. Let's have a chat about that. Good morning, Tamara. Right. We have choice. You don't have to sit in your circumstances. If you can't see a solution, take a step back. Take a deep breath. Let's set a goal. What do you want to achieve? The whole reason... Exactly right. Exactly right. The problem was, I think my brain was on 3 different trains, and that's why there were three approaching. This is why with the Shift Your Shit program, the very first thing I say to people, I know, right? The very first thing I say is, what is your goal for the next 30 days? Because it takes 30 days to change a habit. Right? What is your goal? All right. What do you want to achieve in this 30 days? The current program's taking more like 6 weeks than 30 days because because I was sick and then someone else was sick and then, Do you know what it is? No stress on my side, because you will get the help that you need in the time you need it. My phone's trying to ring. People. All right. What do you want to achieve in your life? What do you want to achieve this year? That's exactly right, Jackie. It does get in the way, Lenny, but it's a choice. Avoiding something is still a choice. Okay, I'm going to be really unpopular here for a minute, and that's okay. I'm good with it. Using time as an excuse for not doing something just means that you're not motivated to do that. Liesel, if you have more than one goal, that is okay. If they all feed into each other, that's about prioritizing. It's about you kind of going through and going, here's the thing, right? I've got a goal. I just had a really long comment from someone who couldn't put it on here. We started this with me talking about finding money on the road, all right, or on the footpath or on the whatever. You pick it up and you thank the universe for providing that for you, no matter if it's 5 cents, 10 cents, whatever. What did she find? 5-cent coin. Picked it up, said in her head, I live a life of financial abundance. Then she had enough money to pay for school stuff for the kids and for this and for that. And then, right, when you make small changes, big things can happen. You got to shift the stuff, because most of the time what's holding you back is in your head. Now, if you're using time as an excuse for not doing something, sorry, Lenny, we all have 24 hours in a day, and we all make time for the things that are important to us. It's the same with money. You will find the money for the things that are important to you. I could use smoking as a example here, but that would be controversial. But it's true. I didn't realize how expensive a packet of cigarettes was these days, because I haven't smoked in a very, 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 very long time. Liesel, if you have more than one goal, that's totally okay. What I would say is if your end goal is to be earning 5-figure months, for example, not my own goal, someone else's goal. If your goal is to do that, then you need to work out your action plan to get there, but you can look at that action plan as your smaller goals to actually achieve the big goal. Does that make sense? Because you're not going to kind of wake up one day earning peanuts and wake up the next day earning 5 figures. It's just not going to work like, well, look, it could. I actually had one day last month where I earned 4 figures in that day. Why? Because I was promoting my program and I had enough people to buy into that program for me to earn a 4-figure thing on one day. What that tells me is that it's possible. Do I want to do that every day? It'd have to be a group program. Do you know what I mean? And conveniently, I run a group program. But that's the thing, right? You're not going to wake up one day and be able to achieve that end goal. And it's not even an end goal. I just use that term. The end goal, look, the end goal terminology is my goal right now is to get to this point. What I do to get there is a different story. Oh, good job, Vicky. Good luck. Congratulations on your new job. Have I gone global? What do you mean, Jackie? I do have people all over the place, actually. I know I've got followers in America and the UK. I used to have someone following me who lived in Lithuania. So, and New Zealand, and which is just the most easterly state of Australia. I said that once to a friend who was Kiwi, and she's come back and gone, no, you've got it all wrong. I've gone, what are you talking about? She said, Australia's just the West Island. Love the Kiwis. Love their country, actually. So is everyone born psychic? I believe so. I may not be able to finish the sentence because I can't remember what was in my head, but I feel that everyone is born psychic. Have you ever seen a baby just staring randomly over your shoulder and not knowing what they're staring at? I could tell you what they're staring at. Past loved ones love to visit babies because they've got no filter. As we grow and we get conditioned by society, we bring in all the filters and the walls. So, do you want to break down the walls in your head? Do you want to know if you're psychic or not? I've got a bunch of quizzes that I've found over the last couple of years. Right? People will go, yeah, but that's just me. I've got really good intuition. What do you think intuition is? What do you think intuition is? Intuition is trusting your gut. What is your gut? Your gut is your spirit brain. If you think about the body, we've got 3 brains. Thank God that was that end of the pen. I'm just going to draw my own head for a minute because that'd be good entertainment. Your brain in your head is your logic center. This is the one that goes, oh, that's not psychic. I just knew. Did you ever have things where you kind of go, I just know. I don't know how I know, but I just know. You're psychic, my friend. Your heart is your emotional center. You know the saying, the heart wants what the heart wants? Completely correct, because it's emotional. Because it gets its petulant little foot and taps it and goes, but I really, 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 really want it. Hey, Jackie. Another Jackie. Jackie. Right? But I really, 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 really want it. Yeah, you do. But sometimes you can't have what you want. Itchy nose. Apparently I'm on the money today because my nose is itchy. And your gut is your spirit center. This is where your soul is seated. This is where you kind of get the gut feelings, that thing that kind of makes you go, oh, I don't think I should do that. Why don't I think I should do that? I don't know why. But my gut says no. Listen to your gut, people. And if you're trying to make a decision, I say this on my live feeds all the time. If you're trying to make a decision, right, and one of those situations, one of those centers is off, if one of those centers is off, it's not an outright no. I would say to you, if your gut says no, then don't do it. What I will say to you is if your head says yes and your heart says yes, but your gut says no, consider the options wisely. If your gut says go, hello, Tammy. I think I just got a message from you. Yes, I did. Awesome. Trust your gut, Jackie. And if you think about it, your intuition is like a muscle. It's like your manifesting situation in your life is like a muscle. You can't just kind of wake up one day and start manifesting $1 million into your bank account. Otherwise, we'd all be doing it. I was just thinking, I was wondering if I could. The thing is, when you're manifesting stuff, you've got to release the outcome to the universe. You've got to relinquish control. And we like to have control. I love to have control. I've got a part of one of my kids' toys under my desk. I just hit it with my foot. So, are you psychic or not? I can come up with 100. Have you ever been somewhere? Examples. I can come up with 100, with hundreds of examples. Have you ever been somewhere and thought you heard your name called out? Hey, Gemma. Not doing readings unless you want to pop $10 into my PayPal today. All right. I'll be back Friday. Actually, I'm on tomorrow night. Hang on. What day is today? Today's Wednesday. Get myself on other pages. Okay. Maybe we should chat. This is why I started writing articles, and then I ran out of time to write articles because I do 1,000 things. Have you ever heard your name called out and you turn around going yes and nobody's actually called it? Spirit. Have you ever heard a random sound and you go, ooh, or smelled something? You smell the scent of someone who's passed. You go, oh, that reminds me of so-and-so who passed away a decade ago. That's because they're visiting you. These are all examples of having a psychic gift. It's spirit saying to you, hey, I'm just going to leave it there. It's spirit saying, hey, I'm here. Do you recognize me yet? And if you've done that with yourself, with your family, past loved ones in spirit, or with your kids or whatever, you have a gift. You can expand it. It's one of the reasons I do the Seeking Spirit course. The Seeking Spirit leads into a mentoring program. So it's an ongoing thing if you want that. If you don't want that, we can shake hands, virtually shake hands. It's an online course. Shake hands at the end of the program and you can sort of go your own way. Otherwise, we're going to look at what that costs for a mentoring program, because it'll be, I'm not going to mentor you for free because I have a family to feed and I have to respect my energy and stuff, right? And it's all energy. Once you understand that everything is energy, money is energy, we are energy, water is energy. Energy. It's all energy. Everything is energy. And if you want to have more of that in your life, then talk to me. You know, like I was saying at the start, I do it via hypnotherapy because then we bypass the walls that are in your conscious brain that have been conditioned, right? We unlock it all. No worries, Marianne. I'm going to finish up in a minute because it's almost lunchtime and I need to get the boy some food. He might starve, you know. He's only had breakfast and sultanas and prunes and popcorn and Play-Doh. He didn't eat the Play-Doh, I'll be honest. I hope he didn't eat the Play-Doh. That's gross. If you've had any of that happening with you, notice I didn't say to you. We've got to embrace the universe. You got to embrace what the universe has for you. If you want your life to move forward, if you want to stop feeling stuck, if you want to stop feeling like you're not fulfilling your life purpose, if you want to find out what your life purpose is, I'm writing a script for that. Literally writing a script for that today. Whew. I drew one card for everyone because I do need to sort of go. It's 11:30. I've got to organise lunch and I've got about 16 other things to do. I've got to finish my tax paperwork. If anyone wants to come and do my tax paperwork for me, I'd really appreciate it. My spreadsheet currently is up to line 678. Let go of the shadow of the past. All right. I know the rest of it is written there by seeing someone for the first time through in the eyes of love, with the eyes of love. All right. Here's the thing. While you are hanging on to your past, you can't effectively move into what the universe has for you. Let go of the past. Move your life forward. You are not serving anyone by holding on to the stuff that happened to you yesterday, the day before, last year, You can't move forward looking backwards. I use the example of a marathon runner all the time, all right? How many times do you watch a running race where the people are looking backwards over their shoulders? Do you know what happens when you look backwards while you're running? You end up running into oncoming traffic. Luckily, the other day when my son was running, looking back to see how far behind I was. Yeah, no worries, Tammy. There were no cars. We were on a quiet road. I wasn't worried about him. But I said to him, mate, when you're running, you keep your eyes forward. If you look at life like a race, like a running race, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You got to move forward. Don't look back. Acknowledge the past. Feel the feelings. Acknowledge the way you want to feel. And then choose. Choose to move forward. Is it going to help you to hold a grudge against someone? PayPal.me/loveangelslight. This is why I created Shift Your Shit. Shift Your Shit, the 30-day program, is all about you letting go of the past, releasing the past, releasing those things that are not serving you, setting your goals to move forward, and actually moving forward, getting your head in the right space, getting your abundance on, fixing your mindset and your manifesting, flexing those muscles in a supportive group. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. It was a bit higgledy-piggledy. It was a bit everywhere because I get distracted by shiny objects. I was actually the human design stuff. Hey, I am a generator, and my strategy is to respond. Now, I've had 2 people message me or talk to me after my feeds. Gotcha. I was wondering what that was. No takers, I notice. If my strategy is to respond, and 2 people have messaged me to say, hey, I really think you'd be great with a podcast, then, hey, Patrice, then I'm going to respond to that and set one up in all my spare time. Now, if you want to be able to figure out your life purpose through hypnotherapy, that'll be a $347 session, because we're going to go deep. It's going to be an hour and a half. It's going to be an interactive. Tammy, is that you? Is Jason you? I just received $10 into my PayPal from Tammy. From Jason. Yes, it is you. Excellent. You're very, very welcome, Sue. Challenge group happening Thank you, beautiful lady. All right. I'm going to be starting the 3-day challenge in the Shift Your Shit challenge group. I have written down somewhere on the expansive mess here what the 3 days are. The first one is goal setting. If you don't know what to set as your goal, then join that group. In full disclosure, that 3-day challenge does lead into messaging and chatting with me about joining the Shift Your Shit program. How's your health, Tammy? Judging by the bit that I've read of your message, I can sort of see a little bit. All right, Tammy, I'm really sorry for the stuff that's happened to you in your lifetime. That sounds horrible. I'm going to have to Google the disorder, though. What is the topic today? Are you psychic? Let's have a look at that. No one jumped the deck. You got deck jumpers today. You got important news coming. I don't know if there's a message that that you've been waiting for, a resolution to a problem. That sounds very vague. I'll admit it. If you're waiting on a resolution to a problem, it's coming. There's important news coming. Did you have someone who's had a heart attack? Just asking. I feel like we may have a female in spirit. I'm feeling pain in my chest. I don't know if that resonates with you, Tammy. I have a card that belongs in the other deck, in the wrong deck. It was the new home card, so I don't know, new home or renovations, home improvements. I don't know if that works for you either. See this? This is the intuition, this is the psychic intuition trust card, trust in what you receive, trust in your gifts. The very first essential oil that has come out for you is Clary Sage. Clary Sage is all about trusting your intuition. You have strong intuition, trust in what you receive, and believe in your amazing gifts. Tammy, and I have 11 people watching and 11 reactions. I see 11, male with a heart attack, not female. All right. I can work with that. The reason I can work with that is the image in my brain of someone here, and I'm hot down this side and I'm not hot on this side. If I said right-sided stroke down the right side, would that work for you? Because I know what you've written to me and I don't really want to share details because professional. I'm hot down my right side. So whether it's a female in spirit who had a stroke down at the right side, or whether that was something you can relate to. There we go. Okay. Now, in case we're not getting the picture here, Spirit's having a bit of fun with you today, Tammy. We have the psychic card. We have Clary Sage, which is about your intuition, which is about psychic stuff. And then we have sandalwood. You have the trifecta. Sandalwood is a super spiritual oil. It's about devotion and surrender. It's about knowing that you are blessed and have a direct link to the divine. If I just went on having those 3 cards in the draw, I would say you are psychic, my friend. I've never met you, but I'm going to call you my friend today. Your mum. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that. All right. So they are around you. Was the heart attack your dad? Guys, can you stop giving me pain? Pain at the back of my head. When this happens, oh no, really? I don't want it to be that. When this happens, you got a party going on around you. Like literally, there's a party of past loved ones and stuff. All right, when the pain at the back of my head starts like this, I go with an aneurysm, a brain tumor, head trauma, and then what kind of came in was someone who took their own life, and I it's sensitive and I don't like to talk about it, but what I'm telling you is there are a bunch of people around you. These 3 cards on their own would lead me to say these cards. Look, there are 53 cards in each of those decks. And out of 53 cards, you literally got all of the psychic ones, all the ones that link to having a psychic gift. You got. Okay, awesome. So we're there. That's where we're at today. Wow, Tammy, so much going on for you. Your dad did. Guilt. It's the word that just came through the back of my head, guilt. Doesn't help you. Look, I feel that he wants to make amends for the past. What you take from that is completely up to you. All right. Here is where I bring out forgiveness. What he did was wrong, but the forgiveness isn't about him. It's all about you, and it's about you being able to release the past and move on into the future. You don't have to stay sitting in your circumstances, which are completely steaming piles of poo, to be honest. But you don't have to sit there. What you do need to do is focus on you, focus on your healing, and start to see what you can do to move your life forward. Your dad is there saying all the right things. He knows now more than he did when he was living. All right, Blue Tansy is here to say a positive change to your work or life situation is possible and achievable if you work hard. Look out for opportunities to impress. This is about you choosing what you will focus on right now. What you focus on is where the energy goes. Where the energy goes, the universe likes to flow. All right? I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I will focus on will grow. What I focus on will grow. Okay, that's where you're going to be held back. And I 100% understand why you don't want to forgive him. Here's where I kind of get, all right? Here's the thing that he did wrong, all right? The universe wants to provide for you. The universe wants to give you all the things that you deserve, that it has planned for you, and that's amazing. Forgive and forget, all right? Hate it. Hate that line. Never forget. You do not have to forget what happened because what he did was wrong. You don't even have to forgive, but the forgiveness is not and never will be about him. It's about you. You forgive so that you have peace in your heart and you are able to move forward. Because while you don't forgive, you're hanging on to this so much, you miss the opportunities around you that the universe has for you. Did he do something? Look, you don't answer this. Okay, this is not for you to answer. Does he deserve your forgiveness? Hell no. Does he deserve it? Not a chance. No way. No way. What he did was really wrong, really inappropriate, And you should have been able to trust him because he was your dad. However, when you don't forgive someone, you're still hanging on to it. You're so busy hanging on to this that you miss out on everything else. You miss out on what life has for you. I haven't had experience to the point that you've had it. All right? Oops. I have had an experience or more with a stranger doing that sort of thing to me. Do I hate him? No. Do I forgive him? Yeah. Will I ever let him back in my life? Hell no, I'm not an idiot. No way. With me, when someone wrongs me, when someone does the wrong thing, I will trust anyone until you give me a reason not to trust you. Right? If someone has done the wrong thing by me, they are wiped from my life because I don't need that energy in my life. Do I forgive? Yes. Because they deserve it? No. No way. Because it clears me up to move into what I have for me, what the universe has for me. It's not about them, it's about you. Do you love yourself enough to move past this? Do you love yourself enough to start moving forward inch by inch, whatever it takes? This is up to you. You have a choice. What do you want for the rest of your life? Because while you're hanging on to that thing that happened and all of the experiences around it and all of the feelings around it, while you hang on to that, you are literally running your life looking backwards. It's a trip hazard. All right. Sorry that got so serious. I don't do serious very often. I don't often actually share a lot about my life and my experience either, but that's okay. All right. I have had another payment come through. Hello, Robin. Welcome to the ranty session with Eileen. Hey, I was wrapping up 15 minutes ago. Okay, Tammy. We can chat though. I've got your message. I've just got to kind of get off here and organize lunch for the baby. And it's really important, guys. You cannot move forward while you're hanging on so tightly to the past. And you can't move forward into the amazing things that life has for you if you're not forgiving the situations, the experiences, yourself. Here's the thing, Tammy. It was not your fault. That stuff that happened to you was not your fault. You don't need to take on any blame. You don't need to take on any guilt. The only thing you need to do is focus on you and how you're going to start putting one foot in front of the other and moving forward. Okay? Deka, will your husband lose his foot? I feel like he won't lose his foot, just so you know. But he's got a road ahead of him. I think there's something really not right going on there health-wise. Is he going to lose his foot? I love that just agreed with me. So nice confirmation. Thank you, Pendulum. I don't feel like they're going to need to amputate. He's got a lot of work to do on his own health, though. And I don't think, if he doesn't prioritize his health, different story. His choice from now, from this moment on, that's a song title from like years ago. If he doesn't change the way he lives, he's got to change his lifestyle. It may be a different story. I can almost see his foot. That's kind of really weird. Let's go with that. He's got to make some massive changes. He's got to work on his head stuff. His head's a mess. That's what everyone wants to hear. Although ex-husband, so, you know. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I don't feel like he will lose it at this stage. But if he doesn't make some massive changes, different story. He really needs to do a massive overhaul on his lifestyle so that he can. Does he have diabetes? He's got to change some stuff, exercise regularly, eat properly, eat actual nutritious food. He's got to really look after himself. Anyway, that's the way it is. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to go. I need to organize some lunch for the little person, unless he's filled up on dried fruit and popcorn. He said, "Mummy, I want some prunes." Okay. Got it all right. There we go. Got it all right. Yeah. He needs to change his life. And if he's gone through all of those things, he is, yeah, and he hasn't changed things, then wow. All right, guys, have a really good day. I hope you enjoyed today. Today's session was a little bit different. I thought it might help some people. If you are interested in any of my programs, please contact me. If you are interested in a private reading, $60 per half hour. You're so welcome, Robin. It's so important. It's so important. Hey. Hey, Jackie, my program is Shift Your Shit. So, hey, Naomi, I'm just wrapping up. If you guys are interested in a reading at $60 per half hour until the 1st of January, from the 1st of January onwards, it is going up to $75 per half hour. If you're interested in hypnotherapy coaching programs, send me a message. Or go to my book now button and book a free discovery call. It's a 15-minute call. We can have a chat about what you want to shift, what you want to do. Yeah, you have. You're coming on my show soon, aren't you? I've been doing tax paperwork. It's so fun. Found my calendar. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. You're on the 24th of December and the 31st of December. That's exciting. I can't wait to have you back on. We can talk a little bit more then. Guys, have a really good day. Do something today to look after you. Not after the kids, not after the partner, not for work. Do something that you enjoy. Take 5 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever. However much time you can or you want, do it. Do something for you today. Fill your cup. Enjoy your day. I'll talk to you later.